Hello, welcome back to another episode of An Angel and an Alien. This is episode 34, and we're starting off pretty much after we left it in episode 33. So let's have a little look around and see what's happening in the household. So Ruby is still at work. Bran is going to dance. Okay, that's cool because otherwise you'll get bored, as we know. Let me just unpause it actually. So I want to see what that noise is like, if it's too noisy or not. Hopefully it's okay. So Finn is doing his homework. I know he's writing his journal. Very good. Has he done his homework? Yep, and he's got some extra credit he could do. He needs to finish his school project, but that can wait, I think, for the moment. Looks like Lyle is dancing as well. So hopefully the volume is okay now. I just had to make some adjustments. Let's see what else is happening in the family. First of all, has Lyle done his homework? Yes, he has. Now he needs to read with an adult for his aspirations. So how about we do that now? Brian, do you have any kids' books that you could read to Lyle? He has. He's got a few books. 1, 2, 3, 4 books. 4 kids' books, and they're all written by Ruby's mum, Wendy, which is cool, isn't it? Actually, let's read them out. So first of all, we have Postman Patricia, which, if you know Postman Pat, it's kind of like a take on that. Postman Patricia had a very interesting mail run. She also had a black and white cat. And then the 5 lost rings. This is an epic adventure in which 5 separate bands of adventurers seek 5 separate rings of power. It's like Lord of the Rings times 5. The 1,000 tiny legs. All over the place were legs. Legs! Yes, legs! Thousands of tiny legs, all stomping about and misbehaving. Whatever would be done. And yeah, they're reading another one at the moment, somehow over that music. Okay, so what's happening with Ruby? Ruby has a major deadline approaching and needs to find a way to knock it out. What should she do? Hide in a closet? Well, it sounds good. I mean, but let's go for ask for help, because you know, if you've got some difficulty in your life, you should always ask for some help. If you can, if you're in the position to ask for some help, you should do. At least that's what I think. So yeah. What does it say then? Let me just pause it. Ruby asks around for help, but all her co-workers are behind on their work. Ruby brings the issue to her boss, who appreciates the heads up and pushes back the schedule. Performance gain small. Okay, that's good. Absolutely. I mean, I've been a manager of teams in my career, and I would definitely appreciate it if my staff came to me and asked me, or told me that they were too busy or they needed some help, whatever. So absolutely, I agree that's the right thing to do. And I'm curious though if hiding in a closet would have been better for her performance gain. I don't know. Anyway, let's unpause. Keep it going, Frimlin. Right. Bren is also hungry, but we'll work on that. It's only 6:46. Probably by the time I'll actually feed them, it'll be much later. Knowing me. Finn is doing some blick block, and he's been wanting to for a while, so he might as well. I think he's still got his club thing going on, hasn't he? Yeah, he's still got Bede here, not club. He's still got his friend Bede here, so they're going to play a bit of foosball. What's Lyle up to? Lyle has been read to. Did he finish his aspiration? No. Yes, he did. Okay, great. So he needs to finish his homework 2 times while focused. Now, good way of getting focused. Well, there's a couple of them. One is just to be in this room. That would help. Because there is a couple of items here. There's this one here. This rocket has. It's not even enabled. That's not good. It is now. But anyway, yeah, that would make him focused. But there's no actual free desks in there to do the homework on. So let's leave that as an idea. How about he has a bath? So there is a particular bath that you can have that will make you focused. And I mean a soak, sorry. That's the citrus soak. I think that comes along with Spa Day game pack. Hopefully I've got that right. So he can do that because I really want him to get that done. He's only going to do it once today, though, unfortunately, because he's already done his homework, and all he needs to do is extra credit, but that will count for one of the two homework while focused requirement thingies. Just noticed he's got this. He's got a school project there, but we've already got one that Finn did, so I'm not gonna. He can get rid of that. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. What else? Lysa, what's happening with you? Let's unpause it again. Lysa she hasn't done her homework yet, has she? Oh, why does it keep grabbing it when I click on it? But she can breeze through that. Ruby's back home from work. Let's get the most basic needs out of the way. She can go to the loo. I'd also like her to congratulate Lysa for working on the school project. And Laurie's still wearing her collar from the walk yesterday. Well, it's still today, really. What else? So, hey Ruby, it's Merida. That's Ruby's aunt. Let me just pause it a sec. Do you want to hang out tonight? Well, so, Sims team, on the extremely unlikely chance that you're watching this, can you please add a third option? So you could either agree to join them, you could agree and bring Sims, or you could agree to hang out but at their house instead. There should always be a third option like that. If you don't want to go out, if you don't want to break away from what you're doing right now, it'd be good to invite them to the current lot, which in this case would be this house. But if they're away somewhere else on another lot, you can invite them to that lot instead. That would be so cool, don't you think? Well, I think so anyway. But yeah, I'm always declining social requests because I'm like, I'm in the middle of something. If I had a sim that was completely bored and had no friends, that would be great. But of course, if they had no friends, they wouldn't be being asked out. Anyway, let's get on with the game. So yeah, my lighting, by the way, on my webcam, my FaceCam, is going to change each day depending on what the lighting is like outside. And I think yesterday when I recorded the episode, it was already later on in the evening. So it was more of the kind of golden indoor light and less of the bright white winter light that we have right now here in France. Oh, okay. So he was naked just for a sec after he got out of the bath, which is a bit weird. Right, so he needs to do his homework while focused. So that's that. How's Lysa going? Let's unpause again. Lysa's going fine. Ruby must have already congratulated her. How about you help her out as well? That's cool. Right? Where's Crystal going? Crystal wants to go hunting, I think. I think she's just run off. No. Is she going hunting on her own? I hope so. That reminds me. Ruby has some new feathers, and I don't know if she's got any more for her collection or not. Right, where are we? Sorry about all these walls getting in the way, but that's what happens when you're living in a house with walls. I mean, we don't have to have walls, but otherwise it would be a bit weird, So, she's going to open those feathers. What's this one? A heron feather. No, I don't think we have one of those. Is it a big one? Yeah, look. Excellent. And what else do we have here? A puffin feather. It's a smaller one. Let's put that one there. And I'm just hoping that we're going to have The 3 other feathers that we have to collect, I hope they're going to be the same sizes as these ones, otherwise I'm going to have to rearrange everything. Which is, of course, no big deal, but, you know, it'd be cool. It'd just be kind of cool if it matched up. Anyway, she's going to open those feathers in a sec. So yeah, let's leave her. What's Finn doing? Still playing foosball. He's hungry. I guess his friend is probably hungry as well. Let's put those walls down. How about they grab some food together? Right, Lysa has finished her school project. And it's like a little castle. Medieval castle diorama. Do I have a space to put that in the kids' room? Let's have a little look. Okay, so I don't at the moment. But somehow I will work it in there. I will find one. I've just noticed there's a black fern. That must be the drink that Ruby was drinking earlier. That's just kind of hanging around, so let's clean that up because it's messy. Right, Ruby, what are you doing now? Ruby needs some fun. She needs to eat. There is food already on the table and there's even some spares. How about... She doesn't need to cook at the moment. How about she can clean up that and she can eat some of that. Play a game. Finn, what are you doing? I'm always going back to Finn for some reason. Lysa, that's not Lysa, that's Lyle. Lyle is doing his homework. Good on you for doing your homework. How about you congratulate him or encourage it, whatever it is. Encourage doing homework. What else? Encourage good grades.
We won.
Right. And then after that, he can eat. And he hasn't got his aspiration thingamajig objective, I guess it is. Recorded it because he hasn't actually finished, but hopefully he will. Lysa's finished doing what she was doing. Let me just pause it a sec. She's going to stick her school project away. Yeah, her conflict resolution's really low. And her emotional control's pretty low as well. So she has aspirations. She has an aspiration for artistic skill, I guess. I was thinking artistic what? She needs to practice on an instrument. That's why in the last episode you saw her practicing on the piano when she was in her bear costume. So she could do a bit more of that actually. Is she starving? She is starving. Let's make her eat now actually before everyone else stops eating. It'd be cool if they're all at the table for a little while. And then she can go and practice on that. And that's it for the selectable Sims. The 3 animals I can't select, but let's see how they are. Laurie is just kind of sitting there. Belle is outside. She's been peeing again. Great. Well, that's what puppies do pretty much. They just sit around and then they pee, and that's about it. There isn't really much that they do. How about... Who's going to be the next free one? Actually, he can stop that now. And his friend stopped. Yeah, his friend stopped as well. That's cool. Oh look, Brun is playing on the 3D motion thingy-majig. He must have needed some fun. He did finish his... Yep, he's finished that. He needs to work on his charisma skill though. So let's do that. First of all, psych yourself up so you get a confidence bust. Psych yourself up so you get a confidence boost is what I meant to say. Anyway, Ruby, how are you? Ruby's eating and playing horseshoes at the same time. Fair enough, she was just so desperate for fun. You know, I like what she's wearing, but I can't wait to dress her up in new clothing. I'm going to use some of the laundry day stuff. I've already got it in mind, so it's going to be a very short kind of CAS makeover video because I'm just going to like click, 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 choose the things I'd already kind of pre-selected, I think. Also, I actually got some CC, custom content hair that was made off this here, and I'm thinking of using that for her, but I'm not sure. But it's really lovely hair, and probably because it's made from this hair, which is lovely as well. But yeah, we shall see about that. So that's good for her. Fun. Did she open those feathers? I didn't check. She's got pigeon feather and 2 crow feathers. I think we've got both of those already. Let's just check. So pigeon feather and crow feather, yeah. So we can sell those off. I mean, they don't really need the money now. Their careers are doing quite well and they're bringing in enough cash to cover their bills. So not a big problem at the moment. And maybe it will never be a problem. I don't know. We shall see. That's what's happening over here. So they've been eating. Lyle, have you introduced yourself to Bede? Looks like it. How about you get to know him? And Finn's being very good and cleaning up. And like a typical Sim in Sims 4, just kind of standing around. Well, you can finish tidying that up now, can't you? No, I think you kind of reset. It must have been a bug. Anyway, it looks like Bede is going home now. It's getting a bit late. It's 9:50. This is the game sounds really noisy. I'm going to turn it down just in case it's too noisy for you. I'm sorry if there has been any kind of audio problems. I guess we'll find out when it comes to editing them. How are we for time? So 15 minutes, not too bad. So I don't think we're going to see Finn aging up today, like I guessed. It will be probably the next episode, or maybe the one after that at this rate. So Brun, what are you doing? Brun is just typical Brun. He picks up some food and then he doesn't eat it. Oh, he is eating it now, even though he's not hungry. It's a good thing that he's like an athlete, because otherwise he'll get really large. Ruby, what are you doing? Ruby's going to put her dishes in the wash. That's exciting, isn't it? And Finn is now hugging Brun. That's good. But yeah, he has finished all his aspirations, unfortunately. He's finished his homework. He's pretty much ready to age up. How about he calls someone? Let's get him to sit down. And he's still in that group with Bede. Has Bede gone home yet? Doesn't look like it. I don't know how I'm supposed to, like, go to him. Because he's not one of my Sims. I can't just click on him. And I can't see him around. He's not still in the... no, okay. He's not in the group anymore. He must have just left, I guess. Just for a second, I'm sure I saw like the group UI. Anyway. So, he wants to go to bed. It is 10:39. But his social's a bit low. And that's hard to get up in the mornings, I've found. So how about, before you go to bed, sit here and call someone. How about you call... I'm thinking Rodney. But what's his relationship like with the Wendy? Yeah. So he's going to call his grandma Wendy before he goes to bed. Right, Lyle, what are you doing? Lyle also wants to go to bed. But how are your drives? You don't need to do anything in particular. You could go to the loo, but you know, it would just be a very short pee break or something like that. He's done all his homework and he did extra credit. He has another aspiration, his social aspiration. I'm basically ignoring the motor and artistic aspirations for him in case you don't remember. He also needs to work on becoming friends with people, so how about find a good place to sit. So how about you sit there and call a kid up and talk to them. Perhaps not Bede. Are you already friends with Sev? Yes. We're not friends with Leaf yet. Any other kids that we could call? Briar Murray, I think she's a relative, but I'm not sure. Well, let's work on Leaf first. I hope Swedish people, Scandinavian people, I hope I'm pronouncing Leaf's name correctly. I haven't actually looked that up. It's just how I'm pronouncing it. So he's going to talk to Leaf before he goes to bed. Hopefully Leaf's not going to mind being called at 10:41 at night. What's happening here? So Lysa is playing away. She's not going to finish this tonight. She really wants to pet Belle, so how about we let her pet Belle? Let's watch this. Where is Belle? I think Belle is now going to walk all the way over to her now, which is a bit annoying. Where is Belle? Well, there's one way to find out. You click there. Okay, for some reason... Oh no, here she comes. So she's going to pet Belle. Crystal is looking really stinky. Anyone around that can clean her up? Yeah, it looks like Ruby can. Oh, you can't clean a cat. Ah, lecture about eating human food. Yay! Okay, cool. Finally, we can try and get her to stop eating human food. Lysa just became friends with Belle. That is cool. That is good. Let's see some more cuddling and stuff with Belle. It's more petting. Oh yeah, he's still there. Okay, I'm gonna use MC Command Center, sorry, to make him go home. So it makes him leave. I think he probably was already on his way out, but just to make sure. Okay, yeah, he's definitely on his way out now. Hey, Ruby, how about you introduce yourself to Belle? Offer friendship. And Ruby, you can clean this up as well, please. Lysa, what's happening with you? It's bedtime, really. So, oh, look, her fun is really low. How about we get her to do something fun? What would she like that's fun? Well, it's 11:27 at night. Okay, how about just a blast of the computer? I don't know if she wants to play that. How about she watches like a late night movie, and hopefully she doesn't get in trouble with her parents. So yeah, she can do that. So we're a little over 20 minutes, I think, but I don't want to stress too much about that. I think the last episode was a bit kind of cut short because I was worried about going over 30 minutes. But I think 20 to 30 minutes is okay, and I don't want to get too worried about it. So I think it's about time you went to bed, young sir. So sleep and I sound like I'm hypnotizing them. And sleep. Right. Finn can go to sleep as well. Lysa is watching the movie, and that is bringing up her fun. That's great, but she'll go to sleep after that. Ruby's playful. What kind of playful is Ruby? I don't know. Brandon wants to work out, but I've got something else that they can do. How about they do a woohoo in the hot tub? Sounds good, doesn't it? So I was thinking of moving them to a new house I built, but you know, compared to this, it doesn't have as much stuff. Plus, I really like some of the rooms in this. Like, for example, I really like... I don't like saying like compliments about my stuff, by the way. I get really embarrassed about it because I was taught to be kind of humble. But I really like this room, for example, and my new place, as much as I like it, I deliberately made it only with the base game and laundry day stuff, so it's not exactly the most interesting place in terms of stuff. It, you know, it doesn't have a hot tub, it doesn't have like a massage room and a sauna and all these other kind of things. It doesn't have anything for pets. And as much as I could add all those things, and I did think, yeah, I can add those. I think it's easier if they just stay here. I mean, things are okay here. But maybe once I've finished editing the speed build for my new home, I will change my mind because I really like it. It's quite interesting. But stop saying nice things like that. Actually, I mean, Frimlin, just calm down and congratulate yourself. If you like something you've made, just say it. But yeah, I think sometimes also the reason why I don't like saying that about my stuff is because I also don't like watching other people over congratulating. I've seen people like say, "Oh, this is really nice" about the stuff they're making throughout their video like thousands of times, and I don't know, it gets to me after a while. But that's probably also because I was programmed as a kid, you know, to not be like that myself. So I don't know what's happening here, but you know, if these adults don't get to bed soon, they could get abducted by aliens or something like that. So yeah, that is quite possible. It's really late. Does she have work tomorrow? Yes, she does, in 10 hours, so she's got enough time. The reason why I'm checking is because I would like her to go and water these plants, because they're a bit... it's not just watering. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay. Should we watch them finish their woohoo first? So we're kind of voyeuristically watching them. But yeah, oh, look at her! Someone is not well. Okay, so someone needs to take some medicine. Does she have some on her? Yes, she does. Take medicine. Great, so she can do that. Brun, however, is not ill, but he needs to go to bed. So let's get him to bed. Ruby, after she's finished that, she can go to bed, and then hopefully in the morning we'll have enough time for her to quickly sort out the garden situation. Right, now, how are we for time? Okay, it's about 25 minutes, and this seems a much more natural kind of pause. We can pick up with The Sims again in the morning. Brun, loving your swimming trunks, gotta say. Brun is quite shapely, you know. He's an athlete, so yeah, quite nice. And Ruby also looks quite attractive in her swimsuit as well. Anyway, right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. And I hope if you're not already subscribed that you'll consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. I've had a lot of new subs recently. It's really cool. It makes me keep wanting to, you know, keep the channel going. I'm enjoying it, and you know, it's even more enjoyable knowing that a lot of people are enjoying it with me. Anyway, thanks again. Hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.